There's a fire inside you can't ignore. Stand still? Not a chance. You're a lifelong learner who's come this far. Now, we're here to help you keep going further. Capella University. What can't you do? Visit capella.edu to learn more.
Hey, this is Ryan Seacrest from On Air with Ryan Seacrest. This message brought to you by Pizza Hut. What's your go-to game day pizza order?
Maybe the Big New Yorker.
Exactly. It's Pizza Hut's biggest pizza. Massive slices. So big, you got to fold them.
And it's only $10. That is crazy.
Do the math. It's a big deal. Try to name another meal deal that's solid. This is more than just food. It's a strategy. You just can't argue with the math. Get the Big New Yorker from Pizza Hut for $10 for a limited time.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year. You can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like ETFs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC, SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not an investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
At Lowe's, get up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, members get free delivery, install, and more when you spend $2,500 on select major appliances. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 2/25 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Excludes Massachusetts, Maryland, Wisconsin, New Jersey, Florida. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change.
Visit your nearby Lowe's on East 17th Avenue in Hutchinson.
I'm Heather Dubrow.
And I'm Terry Dubrow.
And we're going to keep this between us.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Okay. We're going to talk a little bit. We are going to talk about a subject about fighting in marriage and try not to get into an argument. I think if we can manage that, we have really gone to a whole nother level.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to talk about fighting fair in marriage, okay? What does fighting fair, because I get these questions a lot from people, but what does fighting fair mean to you? Is it about tone? Is it about timing? Is it rules? Is it the repair after? What is fighting fair?
Well, number one for me, it means not crossing the line.
Okay, what does that mean to cross the line? Because I will tell you that people have different lines. So what is crossing the line?
So not saying something that has nothing to do with what you're talking about, that is insensitive, that cursing, or being exceptionally rude, sticking to the topic, and being calm and not raising your voice and not saying something completely beyond the pale. Everyone knows
I agree
what
with that.
I'm
I
talking
think
about.
sometimes people raise their voices, and that's sometimes hard to not do. But I agree. There cannot be curse words. There cannot be, you cannot bring other people
Hold your tongue.
into the argument, and you can't go backwards. You have to argue about what you're arguing about.
That's very important. Keep it to the topic.
Because if you start making it global, then you have a problem.
And then the hyperbolic statements like,
You always,
whenever,
you never,
you never have, and bring up things from the past. That's, goes without saying.
You have to speak in very specific terms.
Yeah. It's like if it's an operation, local anesthesia. In other words, just inject it there rather than putting the whole person on in a chemical coma.
Yeah. I find sometimes in friendships that happens as well. And you really have to, make sure that you stay on track to what you're actually upset about or talking about rather than making it this global issue. And then this one, I know exactly what you're going to say, but when
Yeah.
Is it not the right time to fight?
Many, many, many times. Alcohol on board, and forget it.
Yeah.
All right?
And?
And late at night.
Yes.
And when you're particularly exhausted, or when you happen to be stressed out about something else. Not a good time.
Not a good time.
Um,
It is a very difficult thing to do, to be able to stick a pin in something and come and be able to truly put it aside and discuss it later. That is a skill that takes years.
Not right before bed, for sure.
We'll talk about that. You have very strong feelings. Some people feel like you should never go to bed mad.
Go to bed mad every time.
Yeah.
If something comes up right before you're about to go to sleep that's going to be very triggering, turn over and go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's it. You're done. Don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Because, you're going to, and then don't start to make the noises,
I said, this is me.
The whole thing.
Oh, here we go.
Like,
Here we go.
like the non-verbal, I'm pissed.
This is what I do. You ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. Here it is.
Okay, so now I know you're upset. So now I'm not going to sleep. You might as well have just said you're an asshole or something.
I wouldn't say that. But also, one might admit that I do that in my sleep when I'm agitated.
Yeah, the problem.
It's
not
true.
The problem. One thing you do.
Oh, here we
is
go.
You can carry it on. You wake up 2 or 3 times a night
Yes.
and move.
If I'm agitated.
Yeah, and then you start the whole, and I'm going, oh my God, and then so that ruins my whole, because I know you're upset, and I'll be honest. Well, maybe this is going to start a fight.
Right.
I'm not sure what upsets me more: the fact that you're upset, or that I'm going to have to deal with this later.
Oh, I get that.
That
Well,
means,
because, and also sometimes, and this might be a Mars-Venus thing, sometimes you, and I think men, they're over it, right? They're like, okay, whatever.
I'm always over it.
Time has passed. I'm over it. Let's move on. But then I have a process, because then things have happened that I need to discuss.
Yes, you need to go through your process.
Okay. Is tone more important than words?
Yeah.
They're both important.
No, they're both. But it's,
You can't say in a lovely way, wow, you're such an asshole. What a bitch.
Tone is super important.
Tone is, but the words.
Tone and content, right? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So content is obviously extremely important, but tone is maybe supersedes all that, because if you got that sarcastic or overly angry,
That's not good.
Yeah, it will forget it.
Well,
That's why sometimes if you can't seem to get it together, maybe go in other rooms and text each other.
I was just going to ask about that, because we have done that before.
It has been effective.
But it has at certain times, but sometimes you can read the wrong tone in a text.
Yeah, much more sensitive to in-person tone than a text tone.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
One of the things that we've done in our marriage, I've talked about this before, but one of the things we've done in our marriage is go for a hike or a walk. There's something really good, and this is always when people ask how to fight in a way that's productive. When you're standing facing someone planted, and your energy, and you're upset, and it's pouring out of you, and your partner's energy is pouring at you, that's a really combative situation that you have going on there. So for me and for us, we would go for a hike or a walk, because you're facing forward,
There's
and there's energy.
and there's physiologic reasons.
Yeah.
Endorphins.
Yes, you're getting endorphins,
So
which
it
is good.
neutralizes. It's like an opioid. It's an emotional opioid.
Yeah.
So if you can get to the point in your hike where the endorphins are flowing, you actually feel better. You put yourself in a better tone situation. It makes arguing or working things out that much easier.
And we've sometimes gone for the walk or the hike and said, okay, we're going to talk about this for the length of this hike, and then we're done. If there's a resolve, there's no, whatever it is, we're done. And we're going to leave it on the trail.
Right.
And that has been very effective also, because sometimes there is no resolve to something, or you're just, we've been together almost 30 years. You go through periods of time in your relationship where, I don't know, you're less connected, or you're picking at each other, or it doesn't have to be something terrible or tumultuous, but just venting to each other, going on the hike, expending the energy, getting the endorphins, very, very helpful.
Yeah.
Of course, you've heard of GLP-1s. They're amazing, and they have so many benefits besides weight loss. Like, they're good for your heart and good for your brain. And Ro offers the first FDA-approved GLP-1 pill for weight loss at the lowest cost around. No more shot. The new GLP-1 pill has the same weight loss ingredients as the shot and packs comparable results to the shot. It can help patients lose 14% of their body weight in a year on average. So that's one daily pill for fewer cravings and feeling fuller with an innovative new formula clinically proven to maximize weight loss. The new FDA-approved GLP-1 pill is available at $149 for the first dose, in addition to your Ro membership fee and $299 a month for the higher doses. The Ro Body membership includes access to FDA-approved GLP-1s, unlimited provider messaging, side effect management, and more, all for just $45 for your first month and $145 a month thereafter. The Ro membership fee excludes the cost of GLP-1 medication. In addition to the newly approved pill, Ro also offers a full suite of the most effective brand name FDA-approved GLP-1s, all at the lowest cost. Ro offers the lowest cost GLP-1s, whether you're using insurance or paying cash. So after your first online visit, if you're eligible for treatment, you could expect to start your medication in less than a week if paying cash, or about 2 weeks if using insurance. I have so many friends and my husband who are all on GLP-1s, and they love them. They love the weight loss. They love the heart healthy benefits. They love the cognitive benefits. So all you have to do is go to ro.co/between to see if you're eligible for the new GLP-1 pill on Ro. That's ro.co/between to get started on Ro. That's ro.co. Also go to ro.co/safety for boxed warnings and full safety information about GLP-1 medications. Based on study in non-diabetics with obesity or overweight, plus a weight-related condition with diet and exercise.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year, you can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like ETFs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC, SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not an investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
Wasn't that delicious?
So good.
Your bill, ladies?
I got it.
No,
I got it. Seriously, I insist. I insisted first. Oh, don't be silly. You don't be silly.
People with the Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card prefer to pay because they earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors for it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No!
The Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card. Visit wellsfargo.com/activecash. Terms apply.
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.
What does a real apology look like to you?
You mean when you apologize to me, or when I apologize to you? What do you mean? Well, because they're very different.
What do you look for from me if I needed to apologize to you? What would be a good apology?
How often do I ask you to apologize to me? It's always me.
Well, I'm never wrong.
Yeah. So I don't know that.
I'm not sure that's a fair question. Let's go the other direction.
Yeah. So then you answer it, because it's what's a fair apology to you?
When you actually mean it. Because I can tell when it's like you want to get it over with and you're just so over it or whatever it is. I could tell the difference when you want to get over with something, and some things that's okay too, and we just let it go. But I will tell you that when you look at me and you say, not just I'm sorry, but when you say something incredibly heartfelt and sweet at the end of like a spat or whatever issue we had. And look, we had something recently.
Yeah.
And we were in my bathroom, and I'll tell you, I might get emotional, but I'll tell you what made me happy. You came into my bathroom with the sole purpose of making things good.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we went around a couple of times, but at the end, you looked at me in the eyes and you said, hey, I love you. I'm sorry. Whatever it was. And it wasn't the apology. It was, and what did I say? Do you remember what I said to you?
No.
I said, I feel like you see me when you talk to me like that.
Yeah. Nice.
And so for me, it's not really about the apology. It's about that, the connectiveness.
Yeah. But the rules of engagement with Heather Dubrow is...
I just said something so nice to you. Let's see what the follow-up is. Go.
So the rule of engagement with you is you're not always receptive to that. You have to have gone through at least 3/4 down the path of your process before you're even really willing to be apologized to. Sometimes I think this argument is so dumb and I just don't want to do it. And I love you and I apologize and like I don't care anymore about this and I've already forgotten what it was about. And you're like,
The dolphin?
It's like the dolphin. And you, no, you're not getting out of this so quickly. I have a thing and I want to grovel around,
Here's
true?
100% true. But I think this is also a good point of conversation.
It's like putting the dressing on before you've done the operation. I just cracked myself up with that.
I know you did. But it's like this, people have different argument styles, fighting styles, and you have to learn each other's styles over the years. And, like I was always like, I don't want to go to sleep mad and I don't want to do it this way. But I really have succumbed to the way you like to do those things. And I think in a lot of ways you're correct in the way you think about arguing and making up. So I believe in it. But I still am an emotional person who has thoughts and feelings. And if we have an issue and I'm marinating on it for a couple of days, I can't just go, I don't know. Again, is this a man-woman thing? I can't go, yeah, okay, never mind. I'm just going to throw it out the window. I can't do that. Sometimes we do, though. Every once in a while, something will be going on. And the next day we'll look at each other and be like, yeah, whatever. Moving on.
That's, yeah.
We've done that.
I remember this really funny, this is a big Mars Venus thing. I remember this before social media, before the internet was sort of just starting. There was this picture of a guy. It was this, Onion. Remember the thing Onion, these fake news reports called Onion?
No.
It was a website called Onion. I'm sure it still exists, by the way. It was all a bunch of fake news reports. And it says, newsflash, and it showed this guy sitting with a beer at the end of the bed while his wife is intently talking at him. And it says, newsflash, area man pretends to give a shit. He's sitting there with a beer, acting really, and he's just going, oh my God, what is she going on about now?
If our kids copied how we fought, would you be proud?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I would like to see them not hang on to things for so long.
I like how it's a me problem.
Well, how often do I get mad at you?
No, but you could be edgy.
Well, edgy is you getting mad at me for being edgy.
No, you can be edgy.
Edgy means...
Do we need to go back to the sweet, easygoing, and shy thing?
It's funny you should say that.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, what's a fight you laugh about now, but definitely wasn't laughing then? This is so obvious.
Yeah. Did we fight about the fact that you said I wear lifts in my shoes?
You actually got mad at me.
I thought it was one of those things where just as you have certain things that I wouldn't disclose, not
but
many.
you talk about it all the time. It's never been like a deep, dark secret. I thought it was like, it's a, you talk about it. Trust me, if there was a thing, if I had thought that you would be upset, I never would say
There's talking about it, and then there's talking about it on the Real Housewives of Orange County.
Fair
okay,
enough.
I think, there's certain things where, I wouldn't necessarily disclose that.
I was gonna...
you know what it is? It's not that I wouldn't disclose it on there, because I would. Yeah. I just wouldn't want it to be a storyline.
But it wasn't. It was just, the thing was, it was a silly thing where we were all sitting around the table, we were drinking, we were saying silly stuff.
Well, it was on the show, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it was,
by the way, you shoot 20 hours and they showed 2 minutes. It was a storyline.
Yeah. But a storyline makes it sound like it's something that went on, like, did you know that Terry wears lifts?
Paparazzi.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that. It was like a silly thing that everyone, it was like, Gina talking about Travis having big balls. It was like a dumb thing that went around the table and people were just saying, it just was silly.
You know what's funny? I did a podcast the other day and she said to me,
did you have to take your shirt off?
No.
Okay, go on.
But I'm very much looking forward.
Go on.
By the way, the reason I want to go is because I want to get down to the gym because I have 3 more days before the podcast. But she says to me, what's her name? Ariel? Very nice girl. She says to me, did you call the paparazzi? And I go, I didn't. And if I did, I would admit it. And I go, by the way, do you have a paparazzi number? She goes, no. I go, do you know anybody who has a paparazzi number? She goes, I don't. And I go, huh? Because I interviewed with Harry Housey, and nice guy, Australian guy, I think. He has a number.
He does?
He does. He has a number. Because I asked him on his podcast, I go, do you have a number of paparazzi? He goes, oh, yeah, I do.
I just hate talking about it because it's so infuriating to me. I just can't. Honestly, after all of this, we would just say yes. Who cares?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad we're not fighting, and I love you, and we're going out to dinner.
Oh, I'm going to go down to the gym and do just a few push-ups.
Yeah, well, I suggest you do since you have to take your shirt off.
Well, okay, so I'm not having dinner tonight.
Okay, well, I am.
I'm going to sniff the mints.
Do you hear my stomach growling?
I'm going to sniff the mints and absorb the moisture in the air. That's my calorie intake tonight.
Very well.
Yes,
I'm glad we're not fighting. I love you too.
Yeah, why were we fighting?
No, but we got through a whole podcast about fighting in marriage, and we didn't end up in a fight, so I feel good about that.
Yeah, no.
I'm so proud of our relationship.
Yeah. It's very, very good. It's been going on a long time. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it.
That's the end.
Hey, this is Ryan Seacrest from On Air with Ryan Seacrest. This message brought to you by Pizza Hut. What's your go-to game day pizza order?
Maybe the Big New Yorker.
Exactly. It's Pizza Hut's biggest pizza. Massive slices. So big, you got to fold them.
And it's only $10. That is crazy.
Do the math. It's a big deal. Try to name another meal deal that's solid. This is more than just food. It's a strategy. You just can't argue with the math. Get the Big New Yorker from Pizza Hut for $10 for a limited time.
There's a fire inside you can't ignore. Stand still? Not a chance. You're a lifelong learner who's come this far. Now, we're here to help you keep going further. Capella University. What can't you do? Visit capella.edu to learn more.
Janice Torres here.
And I'm Austin Hankwitz. We host the podcast Mind the Business Small Business Success Stories, produced by Ruby Studio in partnership with Intuit QuickBooks.
We're back for season 4 to talk to some incredible small business owners.
The big thing about working in tech is that it's ever evolving, ever changing. Everyone's a rookie. That's how fast the industry is changing. So what I'm really excited about is to be part of that change.
So listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're an HVAC technician and a call comes in, Grainger knows that you need a partner that helps you find the right product, fast and hassle-free. And you know that when the first problem of the day is a clanking blower motor, there's no need to break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product details, you're confident you'll soon have everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.